Hi Scorpio, welcome to your monthly reading. It's a little bit late, but God bless, because there's no such thing as timing anyway, right? This message is for February 2020, but as you know, timing is not a big deal. It doesn't matter what the time is. It could resonate at any time, and it's perfect. And also, it can be for anybody. So even if you're not Scorpio, or you don't have Scorpio in your chart at all, this could be for you as long as it resonates with your situation, regardless of which party you are. Before we begin, if you'd like a personal reading with me, you can definitely reach out. The link is in the description box below. And if you'd like to donate, thank you so much. The link is also in the description box below. I can tell that I'm ready because I can barely articulate. Whenever the energy starts flowing, I'm like, blah, blah, blah. All right, anyway, let's jump in. So Scorpio, already, I don't even know what I'm going to title this video, but I'm sure that from the title you probably can see that this is about a connection that has run its course, right? So I'm already picking up for somebody, this is a sister, so maybe you're a sister and you're watching for your brother, or there's some brother-sister connection that I'm picking up right away. So there's that. Okay, all right, but I do see that this is referring to, this has unplugged from the mass consciousness, but for me, this always comes through with the divine masculine energy. And in fact, the divine masculine card is used over there, so I'm not surprised that they used this one, because they need it 2 times. But this looks like this is for somebody who is no longer in a connection with a masculine energy. Remember, the masculine energy and the feminine energy has nothing to do with biology. It doesn't matter what gender you are biologically. It's just referring to the polarity of the dominant charge of your energy field. And so I'm feeling that for you, the viewer, if this reading resonates with you, chances are you've had to separate from somebody, and I feel that maybe there's been some radio silence between the two of you because his lips look blue. I do feel that if this is the case for you, that this person this masculine may have been needing this time away, and whether or not it was something this masculine chose, male, female, gender non-conforming, right? Or if it's something that you chose, I do feel that it was designed to give some space for the situation. I do feel that maybe there was some toxicity between two people. I feel like somebody here was having trouble making up his or her mind. I feel that Spirit was also desperately trying to get in to speak with this masculine and possibly the feminine energy. I do feel that I'm seeing third party situation, fourth, fifth party situation, another possibility here. And I'm seeing just somebody needing a lot of rest. I'm seeing someone needing to reconnect to their joy. And so, and I'm seeing that the healing will come at a point when this masculine and maybe even the feminine can look back and realize it was comical. Like, this was comical, the way I was behaving. I feel like if it's the masculine, he's looking back and thinking, oh my gosh, this is comical, the way I was behaving. It's funny, you know, albeit to me, I don't know how this person put up with me. And I feel like if it's the feminine, I feel, and of course we all have masculine, feminine energies within us as well, so there could be overlap for the feminine having that same energy towards the masculine, but more in the feminine, I'm seeing that she's more like, that's the case. That's the reason why this went south, why this didn't go well. So I'm feeling that there is a reflection period time, but I also feel that this masculine is getting in touch with both his feminine and masculine sides during this break. And I do feel that this could be through just some good old-fashioned meditation, good old-fashioned trust moments is what I'm hearing, good old-fashioned tower moments as well. But I'm also seeing that a lot of their learning may come, not for everybody, but some of their learning may come through people outside. So maybe family members who carry the masculine and feminine charges, right? Maybe, for example, like he's learning about responsible masculine energy through maybe a male figure in his life, could be a brother, father, blah, blah, blah. Whereas he might be learning from a female figure, mother, sister, daughter, just whatever. or a combination, about his feminine side. So this is the time for the masculine to really gather himself, to understand himself. So I see underlying him is the star child energy, but this looks more like his higher self in the feminine form coming in and trying to make that connection with him. This is about bringing balance, and they're coming through acknowledging a lot of the broken-hearted females or feminine energies who have been in the lurch and who have been in the path of this destructive male energy because this female or this feminine component was missing. I'm seeing the Saturn here, but I'm feeling that this Saturn moment or this karmic moment is over now, and it's done and replaced as something new and something ready to be birthed again for this masculine. It does not mean there's going to be a rekindling, because I'm already seeing and feeling some of you like, and even in me, I'm like, no. This doesn't mean that there's going to be a rekindling, but I do feel a proximity of spirit. At the very least, there's going to be a proximity of spirit. Maybe you might start dreaming of this person more. They might start coming around. You guys may work through your differences in the non-physical, like through dreams. And what does that look like in the physical, during waking life? It looks like you maybe having a chuckle over memories. It looks like you having fond thoughts, so no longer being in this bitter place, no longer crying every day per se, just things like that. I'm seeing that for some of you, you've got to wash your clothes. Some of you may be carrying clothing around from this mate who's left, this masculine charge, whether it's male, female, or gender non-conforming, and you may be trying to hold on to that person's scent, or saying something has a scent. You just got to wash those clothes now. Wash them. And as you put them through to wash, imagine, I'm saying imagine because that's the word we're taught in English, but see these pieces of clothing also being washed spiritually, so that you're clearing those toxic energies. But not only the toxic energies like anger and all that, but grief. A lot of you are having grief in your environment because of this, and so I do see a nod to twin flames here as well. Spirit hasn't really come through with much twin flame talks through my channel for a while, but you guys know they did used to cover it for a minute back in the day, so you can see that in the archives in the daily readings or the playlist called Lessons, right? Anyway, especially under the daily reading titles. But she's saying that she wants you guys all to focus on the task at hand. The task at hand is spiritual learning, and she's saying it's not about hooking back up, or rekindling, or saying I was right, or being proven right. It's about moving forward with the divine path that's set for both of you. And for a lot of you, this divine path is going to take you away from this person and into a new romantic liaison, is what they're saying, into a romantic liaison. But they use that word for a specific reason, so I'm like, wait a minute. But anyway, but they are saying that it's going to be smooth sailing now with this person as this female energy, this feminine energy comes in to balance this masculine energy. Now, it's interesting that they said female, because I do feel that some of these guys are going to be meeting new partners, just like you're going to be meeting a new partner. And I know that it sucks if it's not you, especially considering all the work that you may have put in on this connection, but I do see that theirs is a blessed connection, and it's designed to bring soothing to the mental space for a lot of these men. Now, a lot of these men, they need to go through the mental space to get to the heart space, and she's saying that through that connection with the mental space with this woman, like they might literally have women in their lives like, duh, of course she left you because you were cheating around, or of course she got mad at you because you weren't talking to her right, like literally getting to these men like in their mental space, like making that connection, like, hey, hello, and it's going to be successful. And it could come through a family member for these men. It could come through a new romantic relation. Maybe that's why they're saying liaison, because it doesn't necessarily mean they're going to be having more third parties I'm saying seventh parties, right, with somebody else. But I do just see that this female perspective is going to be coming in, and of course a lot of it's going to go in your favor, especially if you've been you know, twiddling your fingers, waiting for this person to see the light, especially if you put in so much. And, you know, even if you may never end up with this person in a romantic relationship again, I do see that there will come a time when maybe God will give you the thumbs up. You'll have the compensation you seek, whatever that is. And really, I think at the end of the day, what a lot of us men and women seek from these relationships in terms of compensation has very little to do with money, and like 99% to do with feeling like you mattered. You know, that's a self-worth issue. Like, I mattered. Like, yes, this happened, but at least at the end of the day, I know that, like, there was love there. He does, or she does, have love for me, and, like, you know, and life got in between. You know, it's almost like people need that to be able to move on sometimes. And I feel that if you're not getting it, sometimes it's an invitation to look deeper. Sometimes it's an invitation to sit in the feelings for a little bit longer. And sometimes it's just like, listen, you gotta move on. Get your hands dirty and move on, right? And that's a hard thing to tell people when they are in that pain space. But there are many reasons why. They're saying, they're reminding us here, they're like, this is school. School is school, is what they're, and they're like, no one likes school unless it's a topic you love. Just like we all wanted to take Love 101, but nobody wanted to take the tests and fail the exams and do the projects and work independently. And they're saying that, yeah, you have to remember that being on earth is about school. It's not like being in heaven where you have the heavenly partner who, you know, it's all, you can see everything, all is known, and it's just, they're like, no, you're down here for a specific reason, and ride with it, is what they're saying. Okay, I'm seeing someone on a motorcycle. They said ride with it for a specific purpose, okay? So that could be that they're trying to help somebody out there be like, yeah, we're talking to you. You know, to know that it applies to them as well. Excuse me. It could also mean a yes if you're dating, if you're thinking about, if you're like going back and forth between somebody, a new person, or just somebody who rides a motorcycle. I'm seeing a happy face here, so it's cute. Where is it? You want to know, right? It's right there. 2 eyes and a mouth. Adorable. Okay, I just realized you can't see. You know the lighting, guys. Come on. Eye number 1, eye number 2, and silly mouth. Ding. It's cute. Whoops. Oh my gosh, why? Why did that happen? All right, let me see if the expression has changed. No, it's still cute and silly. Oh, you know, and I'm seeing here, yeah, and like whoever this is referring to, this person does things differently. You see, he just threw my card like that, and then I'm seeing this gleam in the eye, like he's got whoever this is somebody who has a gleam in their eye, but they also have a little bit of a wandering eye. So watch that other eye right there is wandering, because he's like checking out her butt. I know you're like, where's her butt? I don't see her butt, but I see this eye looking down, checking out her butt. He's got a little glimmer. And now he's like rubbing his hands as he looks at her butt. Now there are 2 readings here, and really I don't know who this reading is for, so you're going to know how it's going to land. But it could be a warning that if you're dating somebody, you know, with a wandering eye, pay attention. But I'm also seeing that whoever this is liking your butt. It's your butt they're looking at. It's your butt. They like it. They like it. They like it. Anyway. Listen, somebody's got to get a win over here for the rest of us, okay? Thank you, card, for letting us know. Spirit is so funny. Okay, anyway, let's move on. But I do see with this card that I can already tell this is going to be a long reading. Come on, Scorps. But anyway, I could tell from this card that whatever's going on, you were born to live this moment. You were born to have these interactions. This is showing me this is definitely a karmic situation. It is soul agreement. You see the 2 feminine energies here could represent one party, and there are 2 masculine energies here representing the other party. Notice that in the 2 left cards, I mean this one left and then this one left. For each set, the cards on the left. Oh, let me just do that. It's better. Look, in both they're connecting. They're both connecting in ways. So what the thing is with this relationship is that you guys had to come together to open up this heart space, okay? This was about meeting each other, cracking the heart space wide open, and look at that, both wide open. And then look what happened. Connection. Look how she's using both hands now. She's taming the fire. She's contained within, but look at her. Oh, look at that. Same kingdom. Oh, maybe you can't see it here, but anyway. And look at him. Taming the molecules. Taming. So, this is about two people coming together for the sake of opening up the heart space, activating certain things within each other, getting each other on the path. And isn't that the greatest joy and the greatest look, I'm going to use the J word very loosely, when you're still healing your own heart, those kinds of words. But isn't it the greatest joy? That's how I'm channeling. The greatest joy and the greatest purpose of these karmic situations, these relationships. It's the greatest joy is to open the heart space, to crack us wide open, to derail the programming, to get us to pay attention, right? And then to connect to ourselves and spirit. And that's what I'm seeing here as having been the trajectory of this connection. Now, underneath the deck, I am feeling that, yes, this was all about bringing a greater truth to both parties. And I do pick up that there are still some things, there's still some healing that needs to happen. We can see the Ankh turned upside down. This jackal says truth, right? But I see how both parties, female and male, they're both kind of with their backs turned to each other. And part of that is because they're off doing their own thing right now. But I do see a lot of grieving and shock and frustration. Mostly shock, but here on the feminine side. And I do feel, I see how his hand is, God's hand, I guess, is touching the female. So I'm getting that a lot of you feminine energies are connecting now with God. Look at her right here. Spiritual decree. Making bonds with yourself. That's what this is about. You're off in your own corner, making bonds with yourself. Coming to terms with things about how you may have come to hurt yourself, how you may have, and when I say females, I mean feminine energies. It doesn't matter what your gender is. You could fall on either or both sides. But I do see that this is also a time for a lot of learning for both of you, but for this female a lot. I think she's still listening to cosmos. I think that more and more there's more of an opening and listening to the cosmos as opposed to listening for signs of desire from the partner, the ex-partner. I do see this man, the jackal is carrying the death, I don't know, what is that, the death wand? He's holding a staff with the death, with the skull on it. So this is showing that this male companionship, this male energy, that connection is dead. You guys are not together. This is about separation here. But I do see him, I'm seeing him gulp actually, so I don't know what's going on. So I think, okay, the jackal is saying you're next. I'd gulp too, because the jackal is bringing in truth. Right now he's dealing with this feminine energy, and the jackal is going to be bringing truth to the more masculine energy. The masculine energy is like in the waiting room right now. Please wait, we'll be with you in a second. And he's next, okay? But that being said, I'm also seeing this 10 of Wands, which is also about laying down your burdens. I do feel that if you're watching this, I almost said this movie, this film, if you're watching this energy reading is what they're calling it at this time, then, and I think it's because they might be giving some energy healing. If you're listening, you might also be receiving energy healing. But if you're watching this, then chances are you will resonate with the feminine side of things, whether or not you're male or female. You don't have to, but I'm treating this as though you are the audience. So when I say you, I mean you are putting down your burdens, right? Putting down your burdens with respect to, bam, Emperor, okay? With respect to the Emperor. I feel like the Emperor is I'm seeing this energy is not moving forward. So if you're waiting for somebody to come back, they're not coming back. I don't see them moving forward towards you. I'm feeling it's like even my words are like trailing off. It's like just there, and I'm seeing it right here all in this ram. So I hate to say it, but if you are waiting for somebody right now and this reading is resonating with you, I don't really feel this person is making any steps forward at this time. I mean, look, they're in the waiting room. What are we going to do? On top of that, on the bottom over here, I do see these two cards coming out like this. Master Healing and Soul Child. This is a time for master healing straight up of what? The inner child. So when we do inner child work, guys, we usually need some kind of impetus, some type of catalyst, some type of cataclysmic moment, right? Tower moments, because we need to expose the core wounding, and the core wounds are like self-worth issues, for example. That's it, right? Now take a look at the other two cards here. We've got the end. Look, the world, excuse me. This is the end of a partnership. Okay, this could signal the end of a karmic connection. Now, underneath the deck here, underneath this Lovers card was the King of Swords. So a lot of you guys were dealing with the King of Swords. If you're waiting for a King of Swords, I don't feel that they are making moves over. Wow, this was really... Oh my God, guys, stop it. Look, right underneath, it was underneath the World card, which is about endings. Look, the Cycle card, Wheel of Fortune. And right underneath that, the Lovers. So a lot of you might be having a new love. Because I'm seeing a new contract here. Look, how am I seeing a new contract? Because look, he's about to take this apple, and then look at this bird about to write it down. See? So chances are, and maybe some of you are like, is it the same person? I do feel it's a new person. I can draw another card though. But underneath that card, look, is this beautiful sun card. Gorgeous. Let me draw a card and I don't even need to draw a card because look, she's wearing that banner. I mean, look at that little headdress. Oops. See the little circular headdress? It's giving, it's paying homage to this World card, the ending. But I'll go ahead and draw a card because you guys know. You know me. Gotta beat it. Gotta beat a dead horse here. Alright, so let's see. Is this partner the same energy or is it a new energy? Same energy or new energy for this partner? Bing, what's this? Ooh, Star card. Love it. Love it. This card was the next card, but I didn't want to bring it out. Oh, whoa, okay. I love how they're leading up to it. Let me just tell you what those two cards mean. This is the victory card, okay? And they're saying you're going to have a victory when it comes to healing. This Nine of Swords Nightmare card. Look at that, both healing cards. When these two cards, the Star and the Temperance card, come together, it's amazing. It's like a crash course. I am picking up a little bit of a car crash here for somebody. So if somebody has a car crash for their masculine or something, it's for healing purposes, okay? I'm not saying you're going to be in the car with them or the bike with them. I'm me saying if your masculine has a car crash, I feel that it's going to be for the sake of learning. But I do see this, okay? Following this conversation, maybe they're trying to say something as well. Maybe someone may not make it out, but I was just going to say that this is signaling the end of this connection. That's more what I was going for, but, spirit. But underneath, look at this. Nine of Cups is about wishes fulfilled. You're going to have your wishes fulfilled, guys, I'm telling you, by bringing this to an end, this connection. See, here's the victory card, hard won lesson though, hard won victory, and death card. All right, so a lot of you guys are going to be, yes, excuse me, that's my head. A lot of you guys are going to be going through this, so just do your best. God bless. All right, let's continue. We got that. Okay, sorry, it's actually kind of late here, so I'm gonna try and put the speed on. All right, so let's see here. I'm getting that your guides are coming through telling you that you have to hold your center. You've got to be grounded. A lot of you may not be so grounded at this time, but I have to be honest, I don't feel that your lack of grounding is because of this this masculine connection. I just feel like you may have a lot of things going on in your life in general, and so you may be feeling ungrounded, but I do feel that a lot of your ungrounding is coming from a place of lack of self-worth. So that Five of Pentacles, I'm not good enough. If I were good enough, things would have been different. Someone would have chosen me. I wouldn't have been shelved again. I wouldn't have to share. These energies, understandable. Your spirit guides are saying pretty much toughen up. Look how tough they are. Now, they're saying that not to be dismissive, because, that's probably one of the hardest lessons we have to learn. It's completely all pervasive, the self-worth, self-love thing. People live and die many lifetimes without getting to that point, okay? So we just chip away at it a little bit more. But they're coming through hard AF, hard AF. Look how hard they are right now. They're like, toughen up. I love it. Toughen up. This card, I still see some of you still, having trouble shaking off this karmic connection. I feel that what's keeping you still kind of in that Four of Pentacles holding on energy is that the cycle has ended, but you haven't had enough. I guess there's not enough of whatever you need to really bring you to end it. And what is it that you're ending? Your mental state around this. A lot of you are still holding on to images of who you thought this person was in the past. You're holding on to images of what you thought would result from this connection in the future. And look at her. She's doing so much dreaming. Her eyes are closed. And she hasn't noticed that one half of her head of hair is turning gray. And she's here in her wedding dress with all these cute little buns around. And the bunnies are like, I'm hungry, can we go eat? And you're like supposed to be feeding the bunnies, and it's getting to the point where this bunny's like starting to chew her hair because it's like, look, there's nothing here and you're not feeding me, so I'm going to start eating your hair. Don't ask why, but that's the image that's coming through. It's going to mean something for somebody. Ooh, that's what this guides just said. Thanks, guys. Okay. Yes, so take a look here. This card on the left is coming through as everyone's, divine mother. And the song I'm hearing is Should've Known Better. Yeah. Yeah, what is it? What's the rest of the song? Should've known better than to cheat a friend. Wasted, got no rhythm. What is it? Oh my gosh. Wasted. Oh my god, I know you guys are completing that sentence right there. Guilty feet have got no rhythm. Okay, whatever. Anyway, my bad, guys. Look, she's saying you should have known better. And it's not in a way where it's like, tisk tisk, you're bad, not like this. But she's coming through with the wisdom of the ages, saying we've been seeing you, we've been watching you, and we've been seeing the steps and the moves you've been making. And she's also saying at your age, whoever you are, maybe all of us, at your age, you should have known better. Okay? It's a slight nod also to your soul age, because, this isn't our first rodeo. You should have known better. And this is your energy, Ten of Pentacles energy coming through here. And you're just like, I'm trapped. And they're like, you gotta get yourself out of this. And it's like these thoughts, because this is Ten of Swords energy. Which is all about the ending of a really bad, really hard karmic cycle. But I'm also seeing here more of an Eight of Pentacles, stuck in a perception that is not for your highest good, feeling imprisoned, mentally in a jail. So this is this combination. It's like needing to get to the Ten of Swords end of the karmic cycle, but stuck in this Eight of Pentacles. No, not Eight of Pentacles. Eight of, oh my gosh, I'm that tired, guys. Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords energy. And letting this tarantula just have its way with you, with your mind. So in a sense, you're letting your thoughts wander. She's saying have more mental discipline. Look how she has this beautiful bird on her. There's also a mirrored bird at the bottom, right? So it's like as above, so below. She's right in the mind and right in speech, right in expression. So her inside matches her outside, basically. And look, you have this mirroring inside and outside. They're saying that why you're stuck on the outside is because you're stuck on the inside. So it's like have more discipline over your thoughts. I mean, that's completely relatable. I get that. You know, if you're in that energy where you have this old tape playing about how you weren't good enough, and if you were good enough, this person wouldn't have left you, and, you know, all of that stuff. It's a tape that plays, and so they're trying to entreat you to have more mental discipline. But that being said, I do see a 6 of, I'm hearing 6 of Virgo, okay? I do see a 6 of Wands here, and it's lying right above the Temperance card. So that's the goal. The goal is to have a victory when it comes to this condition, is what they're saying. Condition. Oh, yes, the condition. That's right. Letting something go, including letting go of the 9 of Swords. Sleepless nights, nightmares, crying in the car, crying in the shower, acting out, like all of that, letting go of that condition, having a victory, a win. They're saying having a win in the kitchen, so that's for somebody there. All right, let's move on. Yes, I do see that you've been working hard, though. Look at this, God bless. And they're saying the hard work didn't just come after the dissolution of this connection. The hard work came while you were working with each other. See what's underneath here? And what kept you on task? It's good. It's good because you were on task working on your spiritual lesson. What kept you working on this spiritual lesson is your love for this other person. So I know some of you guys are like, but we have such a connection. Yes, you're right. It's a soulmate connection, but it's a karmic one. Right? But there's still enough love for this person to act as the carrot for your learning. But when it's done well, you start working and working and working, and before long you realize that you're no longer working on this person, you're working on your issues. See how she's like working here, but what she's actually working on is an image of herself. Right? And look at the masculine taking a tour. He's being given a tour of this situation. They're like, you're next. So a lot of you, you're ahead of your masculine. Again, it doesn't, just because I'm referring to him as or her as your masculine, doesn't mean that you guys are going to be together, that you're destined to have another trip, right? Together. It's more about, here's what's going on with your person, your ex-person, right? But what they're saying is you've done so well so far. I'm seeing a key right here. So a lot of you have been given something of value, but this is the work you've etched out for yourself. But I do see you're going to be having a key to your new life. For some of you, it is a key to the house. It's interesting that they said a key to the house and not a key to a house. So the house, so maybe that could mean maybe some of you maybe you were denied access to a home that, you know, should be yours, or just whatever. It could also refer to trust. It could also be a house that you've been trying to work on. But this key is generally the key, yes, to your new beginning. There it is, right there. I was going to say, where's that Fool card, which is all about new beginning? But then here we have this Judgment card, which is rebirth, okay? This is all about rebirth. I'm seeing alcohol. Not again. I'm seeing a mirroring situation where the feminine energy is having her rebirth. Look, she's up. And she looks over, and the masculine looks just incapacitated. And I do see some beer bottles here, alcohol. Oh, somebody is I'm stammering because the energy, because I'm really empathic and clairsentient and whatnot. And I'm smelling the alcohol now. I'm smelling the alcohol as it's coming out of somebody's pores. This is a man. This is definitely a man that they're referring to. Somebody here is an alcoholic, and they're like, I have to be honest. the road to recovery for this person, whoever this is, and guys, whether or not it's you, you have to ask your angels and guides. They're sitting right next to you. Ask yourself, or get a personal reading, if not from someone else, right? But to be sure, right? I'm just seeing, I have to be honest, I don't really feel, like, I feel that there's a thin window that whoever this male energy is going to recover fully, or I mean not fully, but, you know, as fully as someone can recover. But, you know, I and what I'm trying to say is this person, whoever this is, may live out the rest of his life as an alcoholic. And if not, there will be quite the journey ahead. And this is going to be about how much of this person's soul or higher self is able to make contact with this man. Because right now, he's knocked out. Like, he's knocked out right there. He's completely unawakened. And that's spiritually. Look at his higher self wanting to come in and make this connection. But he can't. He's like, I can't get in because the energy is too dense. It's not clear enough. But look at this. This is a nice thing to see. His hand is still like up there. And this is on a subconscious level. Look. He's got one hand in the grave giving up, and the other hand like, help me. So imagine what's going on here. But they're saying this is not, sorry about the zooming. They're saying that this is not a lost cause, because look at this baby. They're saying, look how his two hands are spread apart too. He had one hand in the grave and one hand reaching up, and look at that. He's had his rebirth. So they're saying it's not that it can't be done, but it's going to take a significant amount of work for whoever this male energy is. And I'm getting this male energy smells like alcohol 24/7. That's what I'm getting. If you're a person that you're thinking about, whoever you guys are, God bless you. If you're like, is this my person? Is this for me? If your person has moments when they are coherent, where they are not smelling like alcohol, I don't feel like this is this person, because this is full on sweating out your pores smell kind of alcohol on any given day, just, you know, in a blackout drunk kind of way. This is what I'm getting here. And so it's a significant amount of work. But our beautiful Temperance card is beautiful here. And notice the pivot point. She's saying, I control this way and I control this way. She's like, I got this. I'm still, God is still here. We're still working on this, is what they're saying. Now, continuing on, then they're saying that they're bringing that through for whoever, because it's falling right above the Truth card. They're saying they want you to know what you would be getting into, number one, is what they're saying. And they want you to know, if you were to decide to stay back here in your coffin and just hang out here with this person, you are, I gotta channel what they're saying. You are condemning yourself to a lifetime with a person who is not responsible for himself at this time, and chances are will not be willing to or able to make the full healing journey in this lifetime. And so it's like, give yourself the chance to look forward and to move forward. And they applaud your desire to look out for the person, as I'm saying that. I'm seeing, see how the angel is blowing the horn in her direction. That's you, viewer. They applaud you, but they need you here. Look at her, your higher self. Like, she's ready, you know, she's ready. Whereas he's like, I'm trying to get in, right? And so if Spirit is calling you and you can hear the call, move forward, move towards it. Now, I do feel that this connection, this was that major tower moment, that major wake-up call that has happened for a lot of you guys. I'm seeing here that that's the call. That was the call. Now, when it comes to this connection with this person, like we were talking about, generally speaking, this masculine energy, guys, I do feel that there is love. You guys have love for each other. I do see that the feminine energy, or feminine energy here has this Knight of Cups, still there's a little bit of a desire, or let's say a lot of a desire, to make this connection and still give to this Magician, this male energy. But they're showing, imagine needing to put out this tower of flames with just this cup of water. They're saying sometimes love just isn't enough. You know that song by Patti Smythe? Do you feel me beside you in your bed? Remember that song? There beside you where I used to lay. Yeah, I don't wanna. Oh, sometimes I can't get to that part. That tune there. Ain't enough. Yeah, baby, sometimes love. That song, but with better vocals. Just ain't enough. And that's the idea. When they say sometimes love is not enough, it doesn't mean there's not love. It means that so much has happened, so much needs to be cleaned up. You know, the whole 9 yards, that we need cleanup crew. We need the Temperance card. We need the Star card. We need the Sun card coming in with illumination. We need the Nine of Pentacles coming in with single life and being independent. We need the Three of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles coming in for dedicated action. We need the Chariot coming in to bring you out of the... So the Fool card, right? So when they say that and don't forget the Four of Swords are saying the Rest card, right? Sometimes the Hermit card, and sometimes you got the Hangman Stagnant card because you don't know what to do, right? So, and don't even talk about the Seven of Cups, confusion, and the Moon card with the fear and illusion. So what I'm trying to say is they're saying when they say sometimes love isn't enough, it's not to say that you are not enough or that this person's not enough. They're saying that there's so much healing that needs to be done. They're saying these two cards alone are enough to bring people back lifetime after lifetime after lifetime after lifetime after lifetimes, right? On different planets, different star systems. What are these two cards showing? Healing of the inner child, right? The sore wounding, the soul wounding. This is what they're saying. And so to us down here, we have this very simple idea. This person did this. They don't love me. I'm not lovable. If I were lovable, they wouldn't have done this and they wouldn't have left. But they left, and so that means that I'm not lovable. And that informs all of the other choices that we do. And I know some of you are like, that was never me. But I'm telling you, if you're resonating with this video, it's you. Okay? It's you. All right? You got to start owning it. We all do, right? God bless us. Now, that being said, I do want to say, though, here that for some of you, this Magician in masculine energy is also in this place of wanting to make offers of his own or her own, right? But I don't quite know. It's like, look at all the shame and the guilt. This is somebody who emotionally is struggling. I feel this is a premature offer. I think that they have a lot of nostalgia connected to this connection, but they are failing to see that they need to do the work. And no matter what they do, if they're trying to make an offer from that standpoint, even though, look, right next to it, it's cute, there's the Queen of Hearts. Even though they are trying to make this offer, I feel that it's not going to be good enough. When you, feminine energy, are in your power with your full self-worth, you will look at what this person's offering you and you will realize this isn't enough for me. It's not enough for me. You have to do the work, sir. You've got to work on your mother-father issues. You have to work on your integrity. You have to work on working hard. You know, whatever it is. I'm not saying it's just the masculine energy. No, I'm saying these are interlocking pieces. When you're both working out of the shadows, you interlock with each other. But when you're working, and when one person is working out of the light and the other is out of the shadow, it's not going to interlock. So it's going to be like, wait, hold up now. What is this? This isn't good enough for me, right? So either you both are compatible in your shadows, or you're both compatible in your light. And which one would you like to be about? Oh, just as I said that, look, there's the sun and there's the moon. So, that's what I'm seeing. So I do feel that a lot of these masculines are wanting to give, but they're not coming from this This is where the feminine is coming from. Knight of Cups wanting to offer. They're coming from the Magician. Smoke and mirrors, seeing what I can do. But this is more about somebody operating above ground and not looking underneath the ground. See, he's pointing to it. His hand cannot help but point to the healing space that is needed. Look at this. His hand cannot help but point towards the healing space that is needed. And what's underneath the ground? It's those shadow energies. But this person is still trying to, like, you know, distract themselves and whatnot. I also feel that as the feminine, there is this chance. I feel like the masculine, some of these masculines are trying to trap your feminine energy. When I say that, they're doing a lot of damn talking. This is that Page of Wands, a lot of talking. So right here's the Chariot waiting right next to the I almost said the Ace of Cups and Ace of Swords, right? Right next to the Two of Cups, this partnership. The Chariot's like, dude, let's go so we can move on to more harmonious relationships. Come on, feminine energy, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. And here you are here, right? Making this offer to this masculine, but the masculine is here, right? Trying to stop what he thinks is you going down this track to get into the Chariot and move on and have that Eight of Cups walk away moment. So in other words, he's trying to stop you from walking away. If it's not in the physical, it's in the non-physical. Some of you may be dreaming about this person. You may be actually hearing them with your clairaudience. They may actually be reaching out to you in the physical. They're trying to stop you from walking away. However, the thing that they don't realize is that you're on the healing track. Look at this. You've got this temperate. You're not up here. Yes, you're trying to still, there's a part of you that still wants to kind of go there, but you're down here. If you're watching this video, you're most likely down here where you are on your healing path. You've gone through this tower moment. This tower moment has made you realize there's not enough love in this connection to heal this problem. I'm trying to bring a cup of water to, you know, put out these flames in this Empire State Building. You know, like, it doesn't work that way. And so what you're doing instead is you are going straight here, and you're just like, dude, I see that he's trying to whatevs, but I can't. Look at her looking inside of her vessel at this fish that has been offered to her in this cup, and she's like, meh, is this what it is? I thought I would have like a full meal, and it's just a fish, and this fish doesn't even look fresh, right? That's what's happening. So in other words, some of them, I kid you not, do not realize the progress that you've made. You're circumventing them and heading to the Chariot this way through your healing journey. Look at this. Guys, stop tripping. All of you are chocolate chips, tripping chocolate chips. Look. Putting down your burdens when it comes to a male relationship. But whoever this masculine energy is, he or she, or gender non-conforming, he or she or they don't realize that. They don't realize it because they're kind of in this magician mode. They're like, just in case she's on her healing journey, I'm going to try and offer her this. But you're like, no, you haven't done your healing, and it just feels weird. I mean, you slept with those two coworkers. Like, why? I can't. Like, I don't understand. Like I love you, but I can't do this. It doesn't make sense to me anymore. And that's the energy that's coming through there. And see this commitment card? You're starting to realize, feminines, that this is a beautiful card to have. It's the card that every woman, I guess, watching these YouTube readings, and a lot of men as well, keep wanting. They want the Hierophant card. They want the commitment. They want the marriage. They whatever. But what they're saying, and they're saying a harsh lesson, but what the lesson is here is that commitment, you will have your commitment. But the lesson you have to learn is, what are you committing to? You have to learn to assess what you are committing to. Now, as I'm saying that, I'm just feeling this beautiful, amazing, this feels so good through my nose, guys. I just want to sop it up. It's a new person. A new person coming in, and the energy that I'm getting, it's like a calming lullaby. It's so easy. This person's energy is so easy, and I'm just seeing you at a backyard party of some sort. You know, you've got like the little lantern lights that you can buy, you know, lighting up someone's backyard. They've rented out like a little bar station, and this person comes up and talks to you, and it's just so effing effortless, okay? And I think a lot of us have forgotten that love does not have to hurt. It can be harmonious. It really, really, really can, with the right partner. And it's almost like, where have you been? And it's almost like it's so serene and so freaking normal. I just wish you guys could feel this energy. It feels good. I hope I can bottle this up and wear it around my neck, because this energy. And it's just like, there are normal people out there. But listen, when you find that normal person, drop me a line, okay? You know my address. You can find my email address in the description box below. But anyway, they're saying that I'm getting March. Yeah, guys. I'm getting March. For some of you, March is the month. March Madness, yeah. Oh my god, I just saw oh my god, I just saw these over here look like hands holding each other like this. Ooh. So if some of you are dealing with somebody who wasn't comfortable holding your hand because whatever, bullshit, you know, let's get rid of those people. Because this is going to be an effortless thing. And they're saying in radio silence, what's that? They're saying, have you ever gotten out of work and you saw that there's a call there because someone wanted to find out how you're doing, and then you call them back and you guys are chatting as you both head home from work? Like, it's normal. Why should you keep waiting by your phone to see if this person texted me? They haven't texted me. What are they doing? That's such utter bullshit. And the point is that they're trying to get you guys out of that mental space. They're saying you can have the commitment that you want, but you have to ask yourself, what are you committing to? Are you committing to a lifetime of shock, waiting around, stagnation, fucking third party? Sorry, excuse my language, but not really. You know, it's like, or are you just going to say, you know what, throw in the towel and say, you know what, this is too hard. And don't see it as a sign of defeat. See it as like, wait a minute, why am I working so hard? Why don't I just hang it up? Because if I'm working so hard, is it that I suck? Or is it that this is the wrong path? And it's kind of that energy. And you're going to be coming to that mental space where, and that's here. Sometimes the love just isn't enough. That's all right here. It's like, wait a minute, why am I working so hard? You keep wanting to save the other person, the nostalgia, but he's been hurt, and they're like, look, we don't care. He's the one hurting himself. You have to move on. And moving on doesn't have to sound so much like, oh, move on, find someone new. No, it sounds like this. Move on because you know what? You're working too damn hard. You are working too hard. Stop working. You're not getting paid. You know what I mean? So that's the energy they're saying. And they're saying, and then you'll have your commitment. So anyway, this card is in the underlying energy here. Ooh, both of them. Oh my god. Yes. Love it. Love it. And oh, they're so funny. Alright, because this is about moving on to something better. This is coupled with the victory card. So look at how both of these cards, they're drawing our attention to the fact that both of these cards share the same number. They're saying, yes, your victory is going to be in moving on from this connection. And they're making that sound very, very plain. They're saying there is no room for questioning this. Not like, well, do you mean moving on for now? Or like, no, forever. Moving on from this connection. And I'm seeing some of you may need a few more months. I'm seeing maybe 4 more months here, but they're like, move on. They're saying if you don't move on, you're not in victory. If you move on, you're in victory. They're saying it's that simple. In fact, take a look here. Here's the other victory card. Now, I laughed earlier because they brought these two out. I was like, wait, what? I was like, what is this? And the Chariot card, he's like, would you like me to take the trash out, ma'am? I'm like, oh my god, they're so funny. Would you like me to take this out for you? Like, thank you, Chariot card, please do. Now, what is the devil? The devil is whatever is keeping you stuck. Your low self-esteem, gaslighting, which is going with the same thing. All these things, whatever it is that's keeping you stuck is what they're taking out. But I have to be honest, they were making a joke, this person. They're like, do you want me to take this person out? It's garbage day. And this sounds really crazy, but the energy that I'm seeing here is I'm seeing this. I probably shouldn't say that, but like, I gotta read the energy, but anyway. Long story short, they're trying to help, okay? They're like, okay, Janelle, you can have the laugh. You have the laugh. I will have the laugh. Anyway, Scorpio, you know, I've been trying to keep these readings down to like 25 minutes max. By the way, I am in the middle of moving, guys, like literally moving. I am leaving Japan on Tuesday. I need to get out of my house in the next few days. So, the videos are going to be a little bit slow, okay? But I'm doing my best here. Anyway, God bless you guys. You know how to reach me, and feel free to check the description box below for my email, link to my Etsy shop, link to my PayPal donation. Thank you. I love you, love you, love you. Keep going. Bye.